I'll give him just a little more. I'll give him just a little more. Just a little more. Always and forever I will be. I'll give him just a little more.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Little Mo Show, and I'm your host. Yes, yours truly, Little Mo. And to my right, I have a special co-host joining me today. Now, you may have seen him on the What's Going Down version of That's My Mama.
It's your boy Joc Way.
Yeah.
What's good?
Now, we just wrapped up the season for Love and Hip Hop New York.
Thanks.
So it was a pleasure working with you. So we'll get into that.
Okay.
But before we get into your life and all your business, all that good things, we have to hit these internet stories because
okay.
I always tell people, you know, when you hear it on the internet, you know the internet don't lie.
Yeah,
so there are times
definitely
I log onto the internet just to see what I was doing in my life because, you know, they know everything about us.
That's
It ain't a
fact.
legend.
Can't
When
hide
they
it.
said Little Mo did this, that means you did it. Dynamite and they did
Well,
this.
nowadays they be having Photoshop and all that too, so you just never know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Could
my
be true or
God, I done
false.
seen some things about myself. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. But hey, I'm glad that I can be inclined and enlightened more on myself.
Why not?
But have you heard about what happened with Juelz Santana?
Oh yeah, I heard about that, John.
Well, what you had heard?
I mean, I heard that he was in the airport.
Yeah.
And he had the
They
the
said a
hammer
loaded-
inside. A loaded joint.
They said allegedly a loaded, ratchet
yeah.
inside his bag. But what happened after that is what has everybody just like, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he forgot. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you moving,
Understandable.
you know what I mean. When you out here, you get into the bag, you doing a lot of shows and all that stuff. Like, of course, you may forget. Like, you got to go to a different state. So.
Well, they said he was like leaving Newark Airport and he fled. Why did he run? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He ran.
Yeah, they said he ran. And when you're at the airport at the TSA, like you're not gonna get away.
Oh, hold on. So hold on.
That's what I'm trying to figure out,
Hold
too,
on.
was waiting outside
the
for him.
plane, the gun went on the plane and landed somewhere?
No, he went to the TSA to check in, the thing that go through the X-ray.
Yeah.
And when it was going through there, once they saw the loaded weapon, that's when he made a run for the hills.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I would have got out of there too.
Real rap. But they know who you are.
Still, you know what I'm saying?
Just run for the border.
It's just different, God. Like, 'cause,
Underlay,
but when it's right there
Eva.
at that moment, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get ghost. Like, I would have got ghost too. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm trying to figure
Sonic.
out. Remember? Yeah.
Sonic on the black.
Because I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to get information. Does he have to turn himself in? Because technically, he could have said, like how Cat Williams said, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Gun? What gun? Like, what type of, any advice you think we could send Brother Juelz?
I mean, I would have to, I just hope that all this stuff, surpass and, you know what I'm saying, and he don't get in trouble for it because at the end of the day, like, we don't
That's
know
a
his
federal
situation.
offense,
Somebody probably put that in his bag and he ain't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I'm going to get ghost because I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what the reason, for
Now,
him to
that
have
is
it. You
true,
feel
but
me?
I know,
So-
like, they were saying that, all right, at the security checkpoint, because anytime you have a loaded weapon, like at an airport, that's a federal offense. So, and they say if the gun was loaded, his fines can approach to somewhere ranging from $10K and up. So that's like a hefty fine, like, does he have, I wonder if he has security. I just think that with his tenure or his years in the industry, it's just certain mistakes that I'm like,
See, that's what I'm saying. That don't even.
He been in the
sound
game
like,
too long to.
that don't
That's why
sound
I'm like,
you,
somebody
you know
might
what
have
I'm saying? So
planted.
that's what I said. Somebody probably put that in his bag. You feel me? Like, he was like, all right, cool, you about to fly out, whatever. We don't
Set
never
him up.
know. Or you probably like Uber nowadays, Uber drivers. You feel
You
me?
right, don't
you got
sleep.
people that's
They be
that's
trying to
helping
line
you,
you.
taking your bag out and everything. You could be inside the joint, like, I'm gonna plant this in there. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
just never know.
Well, I watch all those shows too, like how a lot of people they do plant stuff
Yeah,
on you,
yeah, so-
and some people get away with it and some don't. But because I love Juelz and I'm just I'm just part of that. Remember the Dipset and
Yeah,
I see
definitely.
him, Cam, and was it and Jimmy, they took a picture I saw on social media. I don't know if they bringing the family back together, but
Yeah, nah, they definitely working
hopefully they
together,
push
like
through this, or I don't know. You know, the first thing people think of is, was they gonna be on Love and Hip Hop again? Because you know, it's girls on Love and Hip Hop, and they thinking this might be a secret storyline. I don't know,
you
but
know how
as of
people be
now,
talking.
they always add extras on it. Speaking of extras being added on it, Safaree.
What's
The
up
ball.
What's up with Brody?
Oh man, this is
on?
what the internet saying, because you know the internet don't
They always saying something.
lie.
What's up?
Well, he's been hanging out really close with Juju.
Uh-huh.
Ironically, that's Cam's ex, and so he had some photos leaked. And what I must say is, because you're in the industry too, so I'm pretty sure yours gonna be leaking soon. People, listen, listen. Sometimes you don't even know you took the jaunts. You chilling with Bay, and then everything hits the internet. I just tell everybody, be prepared for everything. Well, the alleged naked photos that have leaked, which they're his, because he's basically let everybody know. He's done interviews about it, and that actually helped propel his the single 100. Everybody's been like, well, I like Safaree, and I had heard what had happened with everything, but now he's like, his fan base is tapping in.
He's definitely like making a lot of moves out here, and I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like all the DJs, they want a record from Safaree. You know what I'm saying? And then like I just came from CIAA, and he was out there going crazy. Like every
and he
club
has
I
a
got
great
booked for,
personality.
He was
okay.
doing radio. He was doing so many things, and it's like, it's like the PDs. Everybody want him to have a record, and he's definitely.
Do you think a lot of people had counted him out at first because he was only known as
the Shadow?
Yeah.
I
the
think
hype
so.
man.
The hype man, and then as we all know, he's a dope writer. So it's about time that he actually have something that he could start, moving forward with.
I know that Charlamagne had made a comment before, was like, a lot of people be clowning Safaree. They be saying like he's so hype and he's so this and that, and just breaking out of that shadow of being like Nicki's ex.
Yeah.
Breaking out of that shadow. They didn't think. He said, I think what's gonna happen is Safaree's gonna get a hit, and it's just gonna come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And just ironically, right then and there, the news leak. Now everybody like his
everything. It just so happened like how that just came out of nowhere, because that was the same day of the Paradise remix was dropping that same exact day.
But he said he didn't leak the photos. No, it was perfect timing.
It's perfect timing, but it's a timing for everything. So now it's like everything that that is like he touches is like it grows. Like the Paradise remix.
No.
Yo, hey. Hey, yo, I'm done.
No.
How you?
Hey, gotta put it out there.
I'm there. But it's like everything. Yo, come on, son. And now it's like I gotta watch what I say.
Oh, I'm the pause police. Woo. No, that is true. It's like now, it's crazy that ever since that situation of Fiasco, everything that he's done, now everybody's going back and they're like, from the Paradise remix, which honestly was doing good anyway, because
definitely
the viewership from Love and Hip Hop New York alone helped push it, but now that like propelled it more. So now he's like really, really walking around in his fur coat. and every stage that he hits, like people are going crazy. I know the ladies love him. He's like, I would say this generation's LL Cool J. He's just a cool guy. Like everybody, like people really love Safaree. They just love his personality. At first people were saying crazy, oh, he's corny, he's this, and I'm just like, no, he's really a cool guy. Strict. His personality is crazy.
He's
but
really dope, man.
Even though I'm bigging him up, like honestly, your personality as well, people just naturally love JAQUAE. So, like, what do you think it is about you that people, like, they gravitate to you? Because you're really, like, you're lit, you're lovable, and, like, you know what I mean?
I would have to say, I live my truth. I'm down to earth. I like to have fun. My thing is I like to, keep smiles on everybody's faces.
Yeah.
And and then like who won't want that type of person around them? You feel me? So that's why everybody loves JAQUAE. You know what I'm saying? Like I bring the excitement to the room.
So y'all like LL Cool J. Ladies love cool J. JAQUAE. We might have to. I gotta figure out something, because with the love, and I will say honestly, from day one since we met you, because we were both on Love and Hip Hop New York together, and sitting in those, remember those meetings that you have to have for
fact before you
have to have these certain meetings where you're just like, listen, you're just what are they like, safety meetings,
Yes.
safety precaution meetings. But you just always been consistent, and that's what I always respected about you. But when you initially did the meeting, you were there with Sophia. Which y'all started out. Let's give everyone a brief story. So y'all started out together.
Yeah. We started off. Me and Sophia was dating, for 6 months, and it was before the show.
Was that pre or post Safaree? Cause she.
I mean, it was after Safaree and them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't know that, until later on down the line. But, me and her was dating, we was vibing and all that, and then of course we got the opportunity. Yeah. And, she used to, try to gas my head up, telling me, before I left out, because, she was staying with me. And she was yo, remember who you love. So, it was brainwashing me. So every time I start filming, I wouldn't do funny things or even try to do anything to mess up our relationship. But finding out she was the vibes. Yeah, she was giving vibes to someone else.
Wow.
So, it's much more bigger because, me and Sophia, we was already, going at it before we even started shooting.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't, a lot of people would say, yo, listen, it was about the dog. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe he got upset because of the dog. No.
But
it's not about the dog. Behind the scenes, it was so many other things that was going on in our relationship that I was just I was so fed up. And then at that moment, I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. Get out of here.
But that was the ultimate no. You don't accept no gifts from not only the op, but from someone else. When you're in a relationship, it's certain things that you just don't do, and that was a no.
Yeah. That was.
And just seeing that play out in front of people's face, because a lot is edited and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So behind the scenes, she comes home with a dog, like Snoop say, because it's repping Baltimore. And when you're like, oh, where you get the little cute puppy at? This for us?
Yeah, exactly. And then
how she know you wasn't allergic, or who said y'all could have dogs at the place? Like, who said? Did she even let you know?
She took it upon herself.
They just because you will be put on the spot. Literally walk in the house and what's up with Fido? Like what she did?
Nah, she took it upon herself to make it was her decision to move like that. And
it pissed me off because I was just like, JAQUAE is not somebody that you play to the left. Like ever since when we first saw you, I was just like, yo, you were real protective. Like you always introduce her. Yo, this is my lady.
Yeah,
like you was real. You were just real gentlemanly. And so I'm just like, why was she, I hate when people do that. So she met her match with what y'all call lames are.
Yeah.
and just it just took a turn, and then we ain't seen no more from her. But everywhere she went after that, she just kept on getting her ass kicked. And even at the boxing thing, you still was protective, but you still kept your distance. You was just yo, this my people's.
I didn't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she, I must say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a type of person to downplay any women. You know what I'm saying? No female at all. You know what I'm saying? But, at that moment, when I walked into the, the sparring match, I was just like, dang, she's here too, because I didn't even know she was gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get your itinerary, you're like, all right, who here?
Yeah, it threw me off when I realized, I'm like, oh, she here too? Yeah. And just by her just keep, she always wanna just, keep apologizing to me, keep apologizing. Yeah. Why are you keep apologizing?
She needed a place to stay.
I mean. Because
she couldn't stay at James' house because he got a whole lifestyle that everybody didn't get to see.
I don't know, man. She just, Sophia, I guess,
Damn.
But she's just in a different, but she's a good female, but I don't know what's going on with her.
Maybe she's just trying to find herself.
One house at a time. Honestly, I feel that she actually is trying to find herself because she have anger management. You know what I'm saying? She has this anger problem. Yeah. So she goes to anger management classes. Well,
she should go to not get your ass kicked classes because everybody whooped her ass. It got to the point where it was just everybody thought that she was the Raggedy Ann of the season because they were everywhere she go, people, she done got drinks thrown on her. She was like, oh, because I'm pretty. She tried to pull the pretty card and nobody cared. It was just all right, we're just gonna let her just fizzle out.
I'm gonna just sip.
Hello, let's sip this tea. What is? Actually, soda. I would shout it out.
You fancy. You got the ice. I
got the pinky
you
out.
You got the whole thing decked up over here. You got the lip gloss. You got everything.
We litty.
Skittles and all that. Right?
It's some in there for real. I'm about to say I want to shake a few up and crunch some joints. So now she's out the way. Mm-hmm. And Okay, so in TV terms or TV time, because we were filming since last May, so it's almost like a year worth of filming. So it looks like you broke up with her 1 week, and it's like you didn't have no space to really heal, and then you get into a new relationship. But really, it's like time in between.
Yeah.
Just seeing that play out on TV, what was your actual healing process?
Meeting Cayenne.
How'd y'all meet? Was y'all like at Starbucks or?
Nah, I actually met her at the meeting. You know, I always knew of Cayenne, you know, but you know, at our sit down meeting and everything, you know, I was, you know, vibing, talking to her and everything like that, and it was vice versa. And then I was like, yo, maybe, you know, we can link up. And then it took Bianca to, you know, to set up this whole little meet and greet joint I ain't know nothing about. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, I like Shorty, like her vibe, the way that she came at me while we was filming. You know, so I'm like, oh snap, I could really rock with her.
Because she's real New York.
You know, so she's official all the way. You feel me? So, you know, that's how that, you know, the connection was already there on first sight, you know.
Was you afraid because with it being televised and being recorded and just from going from one breakup to having a heel in between and still maintain, then to go into a relationship and, you know.
I mean, you know, like, you know, TV make it seem like it just happened
like,
yesterday.
Oh, I broke up with her on Tuesday, Wednesday.
And then it was a little gap. It was a little gap. You know what I'm saying? Like it took like probably like a few weeks. It took like a few weeks, you know, but me and her connected.
And so everything's still going strong?
Yeah, everything. Of course, you know, you're going to have relationship issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's how you grow, and there's certain things I don't like and there's certain things she don't like. But, you know, it's all about just coming together and having understanding and having a like your communication is on point. That's how everything just grows.
The other thing is just like, how do you balance it all out, I would say, with that? Because, all right, y'all were introduced to the public via Bianca, but she's how would I say it? Okay, that's the way you have to technically make it look, but y'all had like met each other before that, and then just to see your relationship play out, how do you make sure that you don't run into the same situation, and you know, with social media adding extras on it, and then have it. I know there was a altercation because you're cool with Bree or Brittany as well, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or were y'all cool? Are y'all still cool?
Yeah, no. I mean, you know, I haven't spoke to Bree in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because of the, you know, this whole like, oh man, that's a different story.
Yeah. All right, just in case people didn't know. Okay, during filming in Love and Hip Hop, some of the crew and cast took a trip to St. Martin, and it was like just to basically help out because the hurricanes had tore the island up. So during the class trip, that's what I was like, during the family gathering, you know, when you get them all together, that's when, you know, everything gets real. So Bree, which is Brittany Taylor, she and Cayenne exchanged word. What actually was the beef? And then you have your girl, and then you have your friend, and then you have to pick a side right in front of the whole world. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was crazy.
That was on my heart.
I mean,
I was like, oh. Like,
I mean, you know, like, basically, Cayenne, she don't know Bree, you know? And Bree always kept throwing shots at Cayenne. So, you know,
did you ever tell, like, chill, like?
Yeah, I was like, yo, listen, y'all need to, you know, like, let's focus on other things. Like, why even beef? When
it was like, when you see it back, it just looks like, and that's what I always didn't ever want to happen. It's just like being put in a situation where you have to pick a side. Yeah. And you know, they say pick a side, then stay there. Then it looks like, Cayenne just like, okay, well, whoever I don't like not saying that that's what she did, but it just looks like, okay, well, I don't like your friends, so now y'all can't be friends. And putting you in the middle, like when they had that, when Brittany was on one end of the table and she's like, well, here come your friend now. And it's just like, no, like, that's my girl, and I'm not gonna pick a side. But then it got heated. And it got misconstrued because she did not wish death upon her grandmother. But that's how we used to say, if you lying, I'm flying. Right. Or I put that on my grandmother grave. I put that on my grandmother.
Fact. She wasn't coming from that place.
Yeah, so now you could clear the air. What was actually really said there?
I mean, you know, she was like, all right, cool. So put this on, like, basically put this on everything you love.
If you telling the truth.
Like, if you telling the truth, and she's like, yo, well, guess what? You know what I'm saying? And then when that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I felt, you know, I felt the type of way because, you know, like, of course, you know, Brittany, sis, you know what I'm saying, and Cayenne and my lady. But just hearing that from Cayenne, like, I'm like, yo, dang, son. Like, why would you feel me? Like, it's just the way it sounded. It's just like, yo, damn, at that moment, it was like, what?
Because Brittany's grandmother's
You know what I'm
actually
saying?
sick,
Like,
right? And that's
exactly.
her.
So, it threw me off that, that because mind you, I'm on both sides of the fence. I'm trying to understand, like, what's up?
But
ladies?
ultimately, you have to pick your lady's side.
Yeah, no, but the thing about it is, but if my lady wrong for something, I have to let her know that she's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you got that. But one thing about me is I be telling, whether I'm right or wrong, when we out in public, I'm right. So, like, what was that ride home like? Well, back, because y'all was in St. Martin. You didn't ever feel awkward? Like, damn, like, y'all really put me in some sticky situation.
Nah, right after that situation, that's when I got, started chilling with Anais.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that.
That's what happened.
Quay. Woo. It just went. I was like, oh man.
Nah, I just wanted, somebody to talk to at the, and then she was there to, to holler at the kids. So.
But then they said she showed her coochie.
Yeah, she showed the box and.
It's cute. What it look like? I want to see.
No feedback.
So she just busted out. Like, was y'all drinking? What
it was
the scene?
It was a group of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was all chilling, vibing, and mind you, we was all just drinking and everything like that, and and then Anais. We all know Anais. She don't care.
One thing about Anais, she ain't got no pics.
Yeah,
like she's just a free spirit, and that's what I do love about her. But the way it came across is just like, all right. It just, y'all gonna beef over here. I'm gonna go chill, and then everybody knows she'll pull that thing out like a credit card.
And I was like, oh, snap.
So she just chilling there, sipping, and she just like want to see my.
No, she was like, yo, listen, I just shaved it. I'm like, huh?
I know how to do it. I just shaved my vagina.
There it goes.
Cause she give you a Tony Montana.
There it go. So when she did that, but while she was saying it, she was lifting it up. I'm like, oh.
And it was just out.
Snap, you feel me? And then it was like
I see you.
Like minutes passed, and then that's when I was like, yo, listen, let's go smoke hookah.
Yeah.
And then we was just vibing, and I fell asleep in her room, and that was it.
So nothing happened?
Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing.
I think you're telling the truth because you looked me in the eye.
Yeah, nothing. A lot of people were like, yo, son, you ain't, nah, nothing. I don't lie on my boy.
And I understand it because, too, she's married.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, because we got to take a quick break, that also caused another disconnect with you, your lady, and Anais's vagina. So more with the Little Mo Show right after this.
Yeah.
Back to the Little Mo Show. We talk about shaved coochies and everything. Joc Way, you brings the ladies out.
Yeah.
Baby, okay. So I have my co-host with me today.
What's up with it?
From Love and Hip Hop New York.
JAQUAE.
Recording artist, entertainer. A very, like your energy, a very energetic Joc Way. Like, you chilling today.
I love this. You know what's so crazy? Because I don't do this on a regular. Like, I'm learning to calm it down just a bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll normally be like, yo, because this joint is so crazy.
Nah, you be lit.
Now it's like, I just love the vibe.
I was like, did you take a weed gummy?
And this is my first time doing a podcast. So
really?
That's why I want to just talk slow so everybody can understand what I'm saying.
Damn, all that, we talk mad fast over here like I let, no. But before,
you know what I'm saying? So this is my first podcast, so I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for letting me break your podcast cherry because for the first
Good.
But, like, before we took the little break, we were talking about Anais, her vagina, and how it, like, she showed it to you. At first, I thought it was a picture, but she actually showed it in the middle of a conversation. Yeah. You fell asleep. Nothing happened. But who convinced you to tell your lady about it? Was you, like, because some things is just like, I don't want to tell her. Was it a guilty conscience, or was you thinking Anais might blurt it out and then my girl gonna be mad at me because she had just forgave you for?
Nah, I just felt like Cayenne. She deserved to know. Like I couldn't just let anybody else
have that one up.
Go and be like, yo, listen, don't you heard that you and then now she could come to me and be like, yo, why you ain't come to me about this. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want her to think that I was doing some funny things behind her back. So I just felt like, nah, you need to know this.
And that's honorable. And I honestly respect that about you, because this generation has this thing of everybody puts everything on social media. And even though there may not be anyone there, for some odd reason, there are things that come out just like, why you ain't tell me? I'll just say, I'll use me for instance. And matter of fact, maybe you can give me some insight with me and my husband's storyline. Even though we had to recreate a lot of stuff because a lot of our stuff happened like in 2014, 2015, whatever the case may be. But because this is 2018, when you have to relive it and then new things come out, it's just like a lot of the issues that I would say plagues the industry. And a lot of people were telling us before we even signed on to do Love and Hip Hop, they was like, be careful, reality TV, that breakup, that ruins relationships. And I was like, I don't think that. Honestly, I think it reveals your true self. And if anything's going to come out, that would be the perfect opportunity for anything that you want to hide.
Facts.
But just like from the outside looking in, what made you decide to just be like, let me just give it a heads up? Is it because of social media, or because nobody really was there to tell? You could have really kept it a secret, and y'all are just girlfriend, boyfriend, with y'all not being married. You really could have took that one to the grave.
I could have, and I just like I said, I live my truth, you know what I mean? And I like to be true to whoever I'm dealing with and whoever I'm around. And you know, she deserves that. You feel me? Like, she shouldn't be walking around thinking that another female got one up on her. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't want that for her. So I just felt like it was kind of hard to explain it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because no matter what, when you hear that another
it's like,
chick,
you can't go around it, God. You might as well just say it. So it's just like,
but do you think, because she forgave you?
Yeah, she did.
And I know she was a bit hurt because I remember like being like, yo, son, are you serious? Would you have forgiven her, I guess, within a nice time frame if, all right, we know Safaree got the nude out there, but what if he would have showed her his wee-wee at there? Would you have been like, oh, it's cool?
Oh, it's cool?
Like, how do men forgive? Like, we as women, we have to forgive so much so fast right then and there. Yeah. And just go through the motions.
I mean, it would have to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like I can't get mad. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, yeah, like, she hurt from it, and of course, yeah, I might, be upset about it too. But I can't just be like, oh, nah, it's only just a one-way street. You know what I'm saying? Like, it have to be a balance.
Does she trust you around NIS anymore? Y'all, it's not gonna happen again? Because you don't give me that type of vibe like, oh, nah, he on some sneak shit. But for real, the ladies love you, Jay.
Yeah, nah, I know.
I was at your party. And it seemed like a lot of chicks was like peeking around, making sure, because she would throw at you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But as soon as they figured the coast was clear, they was shaking something.
That's a fact. Nah.
No, that's the real. It's just like you have a real inviting, a nice, warm spirit about you, and that's a good thing. Yeah. But then sometimes it's just like, damn, like these bitches always want a shoulder to cry on, but they and they know your chick. Yeah. So it's just like, how do you beat the temptation? Because it's out there. Oh. Like, you got married chicks showing you they box. So just imagine what these.
I mean, I can't never stop like.
What people gonna do?
What people gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do what they do at the end of the day. But like I said, it's all about communication. So if me and her is on the same page, it's like, yo, listen, we're in the same industry. Like, women is gonna throw themselves at me, just like guys is gonna try to holler at you. You know what I'm saying?
She's a very pretty girl.
Yeah, and she's very talented. So it's like I can't put myself like in this like, yo, nah, I don't want nobody, whatever like that. Yeah. Like, she got to sell herself. You feel me? We're in the same industry. Like, we got to work. So I don't have a problem with none of that. Like, I wouldn't even be tight if she's seen it from somebody else or whatever thing. Like, I wouldn't be tight, you know?
Damn, that's dope then.
Yeah, because you know what? Because there's a communication. You know what I mean? So it's like, as long as you got that, I'm like, all right, cool.
And it's one thing to honestly win a woman's trust. Like, because one thing I would say about me, and I think I can speak for a lot of New York or Northeast women from Philly, Baltimore, it's hard for us to trust. And so once you do trust, and then it just seemed like don't it seem like no soon as you get in a relationship, like, we here. I mean, the butterfly wings, all just legs all open, just all bow, just everywhere. And you just gotta dodge them like bullets. But I'm pretty sure ladies been on you from the rip just because of who you are. Yeah. But now you have to dodge it even more. And then both of y'all are in the industry and just fighting through. Trust me, that's one of the things that me and my husband are working through. Because I was just like, it just seems like soon as I know chicks was throwing themselves at you, but now that you're with Little Mo, now like the throwage, it's just like through the roof. And now that he's on Love and Hip Hop, I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me.
It's different.
Because I know you at the boxing event. That's where I found out that he had an Instagram. And so what they didn't show you after that is that now that I run the Instagram. But I do see some of the people who was trying to curve or that was trying to be, like they had no rap back then. Now of a sudden, you in Philly, you around, pull up. I'm trying to, and I'm like, I will beat this bitch the fuck up. Like, you know you fucking with, and that's my husband.
Yeah.
So if you know that was one of the issues, why would you even want to put yourself out? Like, these bitches really don't know who they fucking with. I'm like, I'm 730, which is a code for crazy.
I can see it, God.
And mine is, I admit it. But moving forward in the trust department, I'm glad that y'all got to a point where it's just like, okay, I already know what to expect.
Yeah, it's balanced, yeah.
So, and then you respect the fact that, like, we all done been through some things.
Yeah, facts.
So moving forward, like, what could we expect from, I guess, like, are you going to do another season of Love and Hip Hop?
I mean, we in the works right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about it. You know, I did a wonderful job, you know, for my first season.
Exceptionally great job.
Thank you.
No, I'll say, like, because a lot of people, they're one way, them cameras come on, they're another way, and then they don't know how to balance it out. They get hype. But you, like, one thing, I pay attention.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I really love the way you handle every situation.
I appreciate
because
that.
a lot of people try to win their women back on camera and they wind up looking like the same thing Anais showed you. But you handled it like a gentleman.
I appreciate
But I
it.
know you're gonna be tested and tried. That's just what comes with it.
Yeah.
So how are you balancing all possible? Okay, come back for another season, the relationship, music.
Yeah, music.
Where
of
we
course.
at with all that?
You know, I'm always in the studio, you know, writing for, you know, other artists, and I got a mixtape that's about to drop, like, you know, soon. So
Okay.
I must say, dang, I got bookings going crazy. You know,
You
what I mean?
lit.
Like,
You lit.
You know what it is? Because, you know, I got this whole thing called Stepdaddy Quay. You know.
Okay. Yeah. What is that about?
I mean, you know, like I actually came up with that name when I made the single I have right now called Shake Sound.
Okay.
So, you know, it's buzzing in the clubs right now. You know, a lot of ladies sending me videos, of course, shaking it. You know what I'm saying? But Kanye, she understands.
Cool. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she
Please.
understands.
My heart can't take much more.
So, you know, like, sometimes my Instagram page turned to a twerk page. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, it's turned up. So, but I got this whole Stepdaddy Quay movement. I'm getting booked in different cities just because of the title, Stepdaddy Quay. I'll be having like twerking events going, you know. So I'm about to start this BBW tour. I'm like I like to see, you know, other women, you know, do their thing too.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they win prizes?
Yeah, they win prizes. They win cash prizes.
So how do people go about booking you?
Oh, the only thing I do is just go to JAQUAE bookings at Gmail. Yeah.
And how you spell that? Because they be like, it's the J-A-K.
Oh, yeah, they be putting the C. It's JAQUAE bookings at gmail.com.
Because there's another artist. His name is JAQUAE.
JAQUAE.
Have y'all met each other?
Yeah, that's the homie.
That's what I was to say.
Yeah.
Are y'all going to do something together? I think that'd be super
in
dope.
The future. That would be crazy, too. JAQUAE and JAQUAE.
Yeah, no, that'd be super lit.
Yeah, but that's the homie. Like, you know, he been grinding, working, you know, for the longest. Like, when I used to work with Mindless Behavior, like, he was around that time.
Oh, my God. So you got... Give us a little bit of your discography, because like you're lit. Don't try to act like you're not.
I mean,
like,
a lot of people.
Toot your horn. Bum, bum, bum.
All right, so I'm gonna toot it. A lot of people may think, you know, I got my break from loving hip hop. Like, just got started now. I've been, you know, grinding for the longest. Like, I was a part of a group called the Hood Presidents. Shout out to Jason Fox. He had a record called the Aunt Jackie. It was right after the Chicken Noodle Soup. I was out there, you know, going crazy with the record. And I wanted to learn more about the business, so I joined the Bad Boy Street Team. I was out there handing out, you know, flyers, doing retail.
And Bad Boy had the hottest
promoting
street
everybody, like going hard. I was doing Interscope artists also. I was all over the place with that. And I was a hype man for this artist named Fred the Godson, you know, from the Bronx. And he was the one I said, yo, I think you should focus, you know, on your music. And ever since I dropped the record called Big Booty Judy, Had the girls going crazy in the club. Shouts to Cardi B. That was like her money making record. You know, I know her way before all this. And dang, man, I got a movie placement. You know, signed a deal with Lionsgate. I signed a recording deal. You know, I like
blessed.
Like, yo, I got a lot of things, and right now it's all about shake some.
Nah, for real though. So would you say like, are you bringing like that? Remember how like Uncle Luke had like all of that, but you got big booty Judy shake.
I'm the new school Uncle Luke.
Got you.
I'm the new school and stepdaddy Quay. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you shake some. What up with it?
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have no kids.
Okay.
Yeah. No kids, live by myself. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down.
So what's the name? Ain't got what the girl name? Sophie. She ain't leave no stuff at that. Oh, can I come back because I forgot my flipper.
She tried that.
Really?
Tried that. Got
Diane
that out
was
of
like,
there.
not every.
She tried that, but it was over. It was over.
I got you. So we got music, movies.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you haven't worked with that you wanted? Because right now the world is your oyster, baby. Like you on fire.
Yeah, I mean, cause you know everybody definitely calling me up for my hooks. Like I have records with Jim Jones, DJ Luke Nasty, Mac
I believe
Wiles,
I asked you to
Eric
write
Bellinger.
Me so.
Yeah, we need to get something ASAP.
Hello?
You feel me? Like let's get it.
Damn.
Like right after the show. You know what I'm
Hello?
saying? And like I'm always, you know, doing features, you know, for everybody. So, you know, like that's what I'm like. If it's not TV, then it's me in the studio going crazy.
Okay.
Just getting the bag. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real though. And it's a lot of like shows coming out. I know Snoop got her acting thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's who else from the cast really is in their acting bag? I was just in a movie Once Upon a Time in Philly. Are you looking to get into more acting besides reality? I think it'll be really dope.
Yeah, I would
like
love
how
to.
they have these shows, like they got The Shy and The Wire's not coming back, but I can see you on Power.
I was just thinking that too, and I just left. I just left. This is 52. I just left from over there from the office. Yeah, but they, you know,
who
time
you
will
with,
tell.
Heineken?
Huh?
Who you was over there with? Was 50 there?
Oh no, 50 was there, but he was moving around and stuff like that.
Nah, like speaking, I see you on that. Like I just think that yeah.
I could play a role. What's up with it?
No, real rap. I see you. Whose side would you be on? Kanan, Ghost, Tommy,
Maybe Ghost.
or even Rotimi? He plays Dre.
Timmy, my boy. I probably just had to tag team with him. That's my boy right there.
I said I just want to be on there and play
Ghost was
Kanan's
cool,
baby
too.
mother.
That's
I
the
just
homie.
don't. They could kill me off the show. Like I could just say hi and then I could get killed off the show. But it's just something about Power that it just commands a certain type of personality. And I think that you're that. I could see you on. I could really see you on something like that. I think that'll be lit.
I'm ready for it, and this is what I'm in it for. You know, I want to get there.
You there, bro? You there?
Nah, it's a lot. It's a lot more work to do.
Yeah, people think that he on Love and Hip Hop now. I'm about to be on this other show. It's a process,
Yeah,
but
it's a
I just think that you're one of the people I think we're gonna see a lot of. Because
man,
I've been doing this for 20 years. I know I look like I'm 23, but trust and believe I'm 68. Yeah, I was 63 the last show, so I'm 68 this year. No, I'm not.
Oh,
But he looked at me like I was. Are you kidding me? You tried it.
I'm like.
You tried it. Me and my young ass husband, child,
Going for a second. All right.
Where can everybody contact you at? Follow you? Where can they shake something, send videos and
Ladies, send all your videos to my Instagram. It's JAQUAE, Joc Way, JAQUAE. Yeah.
Okay. And then that's where they can send the videos.
They can send the video. They can hit me in the inbox if they want to book me.
Gotcha.
If you want to book me, you could also go to Joc Way at JocWay.com. You know, I'm reachable.
Yeah. Very reachable, very approachable, very down to earth. But I say book them now for that because that price going up.
Yeah, price is definitely going up.
That price is going up.
Definitely going up.
And a lot of people don't know, like, you really are the plug. Everybody that's been rocking the furs, he the one. Down the shoes on my feet. Like, no, I really appreciate
Come
that.
on,
Like, you
man.
looked out.
Yeah,
Because,
you
a lot
good.
of people say, yo, I got you. Like, you literally was like, pull up. And we pulled up, and I was just like, wow, like, you really looked out on everything. And I want to say I appreciate you from my family for everything. Because that's rare in this
all
industry.
love.
Everybody want to keep everything to themselves.
themselves
They don't
and
want to
everything.
share, but you share. And so for that, the doors are always open. The couch is always available to
I
sit.
appreciate
Anytime
it.
you want to promote or push anything, whether it's you by yourself, you and your lady and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, we here for you.
You know what? And I truly appreciate it. And you know what we should do?
What's
we
up?
should, you know, y'all two should be together, and I'm gonna bring Cayenne, and we're just gonna have this like little, like back and forth, like far as in like relationships, like far as in like you could school us on some things, and then I could just, you know.
And then we could do like how much do Quay know Cayenne back and forth?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get to it.
We'll do that ASAP.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm with that. You know
We'll set it up.
It looks like
That's
we're gonna get this
dope.
started, y'all.
No, I like that because a lot of people always want to know how do you make it work? Because when do you sleep?
I don't sleep. I'll be honest with you. I only got like 2 hours of sleep.
I know it was late because my husband's like, hit Quay, and I was just like, well, it might be late. He was like, no, hit him right now, Mo. It's okay, because I always say, babe, in my lap because it's after hours. And I was like, yo, I said he hit right back.
Yeah.
Okay. We ain't even at the group text, so you know what I'm saying?
That was like what, like 5 minutes? What was it like?
Because you know the time went up. So it was, okay. So it was like 4 a.m. And I was just like, I don't want it to be no crazy hours and be like, I don't play that.
Nah, I still haven't get no sleep yet. I only just slept like 2 hours, and I was there, and I'm still moving.
No sleep, Quay.
So much, no sleep, Quay.
Yeah.
And I got more stuff I gotta do today. I got stop by a studio session, and I got to stop by a Safaree event. It's like so.
So
much
you working?
On in 2 clubs tonight, like. Well, I know one thing. I'm gonna get some sleep tomorrow.
Huh?
Well,
yes, okay.
I gotta get some sleep, man, for real.
Making sure he gets some rest because for real, you don't want your body shut down. And you
Yeah,
be
facts.
like,
No word.
come on, we here. But thank you to Next Level, the OG Podcast Network, and to my family, because if you guys wouldn't tune in, then my kids wouldn't have nothing to eat. I'm just going to put it on out there like that. Thanks for watching and looking and showing love. Thank you to my special co-host who joined me today, Mr. Joc Way.
Thank you.
Ladies love him. He's the realest. He's the illest. And like I said, the doors are always open. This is the Little Mo Podcast. We signing off for the day.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Joc Way from Love and Hip Hop New York. And catch me on the next episode of the Lil Mo. Hold up, my fault. Next episode or next season? Which one is it? Next episode. Okay. All right, cool.